Hello everyone, good evening and welcome to the Banks' Stadium. We're here at the home of Walsall for Aston Villa against West Ham United. With the Premier League and Championship starting at different times, the two teams are at different stages of their warm-up process for the new season, but it should be a decent test for both sides for different reasons. The two sides out on the pitch here, Villa in their home kit, West Ham in their new away strip. The sides going through the handshakes at the moment. Host Villa have scored plenty of goals so far against lower league opposition, but this will be the biggest test so far against Manuel Pellegrini's side, who've made some eye-catching signings so far as they look to push on in the Premier League next season. Both sides were in action at the weekend. Villa put 4 past Burton, not too far away from here, while further up the M6, the Hammers, it was a 2-2 draw at Deepdale against Preston North End. The Hammers have a decent following with them here in the West Midlands this evening. Away in the goal to the right-hand side, Villa with fans in the main stand beneath us here, and away to the left side in the home serve stand. In terms of the team news, both sides making a number of changes from their games at the weekend. 4 changes for Villa from the side that beat Burton 4-0. Out go Richard Delat, Neil Taylor, Henry Lansbury and Andre Green. Coming into the side, Glenn Whelan, James Bree, Tommy Elphick and Jake Doyle-Hayes gets an opportunity in midfield as well, so a big chance for him to stake a claim in Steve Bruce's midfield this coming season. So Villa starting with Steer in goal, and then a back three of Elphick, Chester and Hutton. We think Bree and Adome will be the wing backs. Whelan, Horhan and Doyle-Hayes the midfield three. Jack Grealish playing off Jonathan Codger. While for West Ham, 5 changes made from their 2-2 draw against Preston on Saturday. Dropping out of the side, Robert Snodgrass, who's back here, the former Villa man, on the bench tonight. Pedro Obiang, Issa Diop, Ryan Fredericks and Andriy Yarmolenko. Coming into the side tonight, Pablo Zabaleta, who plays at right back, Angelo Ogbonna, Michail Antonio, who's back from illness, Fabian Balbuena and Felipe Anderson in the side. They are both making their debuts. So West Ham have Adrian in goal, Zabaleta, Balbuena, Ogbonna and Masuaku at the back. Rice plays in midfield tonight with Noble and Wilshere either side. Anderson off the left, Michail Antonio down the right, and Marko Arnautovic is up front. The big news ahead of the game tonight has come from Villa Park in the form of a statement saying that after the new investment in the club at the back end of last week, Steve Bruce will be the man to lead them forward this coming season. The referee, Darren Bond, is the man in charge, and he gets us underway. The West Ham fans making plenty of noise early on here, and it's their side in possession. Ogbonna finds Masuaku. Here's the new man, Balbuena. He was brought in from Brazilian side Corinthians. First chance for West Ham fans to see what he's all about in a Hammers shirt here tonight. Grealish chasing that one, but it's away by Ogbonna. Antonio Arnautovic, who's been in good form so far this pre-season. 3 goals in his last 2 appearances against Preston and Wickham. Here's Jack Grealish. Lovely sunny evening here at the Banks'. Pitch in perfect condition, although it's had plenty of games on it already this pre-season. Not just for Walsall. Masuaku. It's back there from Anderson, who's joined from Lazio for big money. Swapping Serie A for the Premier League this coming season. The ball off Jake Doyle-Hayes. It's rescued there by Adoma. And away by Steer. In terms of the subs for both sides tonight, we start with Villa. Richard Delat, Neil Taylor, Henry Lansbury, Mile Jedinak, Andre Green, Becca Bjarnason, Gary Gardner, Ahmed El Mohammadi, Harvey Nibbs and the sub-goalkeeper Matthias Sarkic, the guys who were away at the World Cup, back involved here tonight, which is good to see. I'm sure they'll come on and get some minutes at some point. The West Ham United subs, Nathan Trott, the sub-goalkeeper, Robert Snodgrass, Pedro Obiang, Sam Byram, Serge Haksabanovic, Tony Martinez, Josh Cullen, Issa Diop, Ryan Fredericks and Andriy Yarmolenko. Here's Grealish. Taken down, and Villa with a free kick here in a very promising position. Couple of interested parties here. One of them, Albert Adoma. Conor Horan also standing there. He scored a hat-trick here last Tuesday against Walsall. But this may suit the right foot here of Albert Adoma. He was one of the scorers against Burton at the weekend. Early chance here for Aston Villa. We've played close to 3 minutes. It's Adoma. Oh, heading towards that top corner, but an easy take in the end for Adrian. Still no Łukasz Fabianski for West Ham United. Back from his World Cup exploits, but not ready to come into the squad just yet. Pellegrini giving him a rest. Here's Grealish. He won't give anyone a rest. Jack Grealish. Oh, and that was a problematic ball there for Adrian to deal with. It's an Aston Villa corner. It'll be taken from the left-hand side here by Jake Doyle-Hayes. Deep one. It won't quite come through to Kodja. It will now. Jonathan Kodja. Easily away there. Kodja. Grealish. They just couldn't make that one work. Here's Arnautovic now. The man who always has bums off seats. Noble. For Pablo Zabaleta. A bit of a wayward ball there from Ogbonna, who puts his hand up in apology. Bree looking for the ball here, but doesn't really have too many options. Whelan comes now. Rice. James Bree will take this throw. Steve Bruce moving a few people around here tonight. Bree has played as part of the back three in pre-season, and Adoma played up front alongside Kodja at Burton at the weekend, but he's playing left wing back here tonight. Still trying to fine-tune this new system, Steve Bruce. Well, West Ham playing a variation of the formation that they used at Preston at the weekend. Here's Zabaleta. Didn't quite have the pace to get there ahead of Albert Adoma. Elphick. Hutton dithering there. Bree. Chester, that's not a bad ball. Kodja will get there, he's onside as well. And Kodja fouled. Free kick Villa. So another chance here for Steve Bruce's side from the set piece. Conor Horan will be the man to take this. All the players bunched together by that penalty spot. In it comes. And the header down there was from Elphick, and a good save there on the follow-up to deny Alan Hutton. A couple of chances in the opening 7 minutes here at the Banksies, but it remains 0-0. Good to have you with us tonight, wherever you're watching. Noble. Rice. Masuaku. Not really sure what Anderson was trying there, but whatever it was, it didn't come off for him. Man who has been capped by Brazil in the past. He was part of the gold medal winning Olympic Games squad for Brazil at Rio 2016. 2 years on from that, here he is at the Bankses. Whelan. Doyle Hayes. Grealish. Adoma looking for that ball in towards Kodja. Villa with most of the early possession here. West Ham back on the edge of their own penalty area for now. Whelan. Who also scored here in the 4-1 win against Walsall. Here's Bree. Horahan will give chase. Grealish just couldn't take it past Rice there, who was wise to that one. Kodja. Doyle Hayes. Tough tackling there from Martin Noble, and it works out for West Ham with Michail Antonio. And Arnautovic darting through the middle. Still going Antonio, and still Antonio. What a run this is, and what a goal as well. Michail Antonio back from illness, and he scores a fantastic goal there to put West Ham United ahead. Perseverance the key there. Antonio, who scored 3 goals in his 21 Premier League appearances last season, gets his first goal, albeit unofficial, of the new campaign. Masuaku into Arnautovic. Here's Wilshere, who hasn't had too many touches of the ball so far, but he'll have an opportunity here. Antonio. Here's Rice. Wilshere. The run was made there by Zabaleta, but Wilshere took the safe option instead. Balbuena. Rice. As well to glide past Jonathan Kodja there. Antonio. Rice. West Ham spreading the play. Hutton, away forcefully. Doyle Hayes did well to control that one in the end. Away by the Paraguayan. Tidy ball there from Doyle Hayes to Adoma. Rice puts it over the top, quite literally. West Ham leading this one by a goal to nil if you're joining us late. Goal in the 10th minute from Michail Antonio. A goal all of his own doing, really. Grealish. Doesn't really have that out ball. Chester makes the angle for him. Doyle Hayes. Grealish. Bree ahead of him. Horahan. Bree. Carrying it there, showed too much of it to Felipe Anderson. This man is dangerous. Here he goes against Chester. Arnautovic. Advantage played, and it's Antonio again. Scored from this position a minute ago. Not this time. Steve Bruce out on the edge of his technical area beneath us here. Making himself heard for the first time this evening. A very relaxed atmosphere here at Walsall. West Ham with probably 1,300 or so fans who've made their way up from London, the majority of them. They're on their travels again at the weekend as they play Ipswich away from home before a couple of games out in Austria against Mainz and Angers. They start their Premier League season with a tough game on Sunday the 12th of August away to Liverpool. Another side who've invested heavily during the off-season. Adoma. Villa ball. Grealish. Adoma only has Codger in the middle here. He doesn't really have too much support out there either. Here's Hutton now. Back for Adoma. I'm not sure whether he would have been offside there had he touched it, but it will be a goal kick. Antonio. Such an unpredictable player at times. There's a good interception there by Glenn Whelan. Rice. Wiltshire. Masuaku. West Ham starting to try and find a rhythm now. Balbuena for Ogbonna. Noble. Looking for that ball round the corner. Hutton judges that one ever so well. Codger putting the pressure on there, but Noble gets it off to Ogbonna. Rice. Arnautovic dropping deep here. Noble. Man who very much has the West Ham DNA inside of him. Villa can't get the ball at the moment. And the Hammers on top. Zavaleta. Rice. Ogbonna. Once again, Declan Rice. Antonio finally loses the ball for the Hammers. Now a chance for Villa with Grealish, who manages to turn out here. But not too much ahead of him. Bree. Horahan. Codger. Onside. Conor Horahan. Looking left and finds Albert Adoma. West Ham start again with Adrian. Fabianski brought in from Swansea during the summer after their relegation. Wait to see who wins the battle for the number 1 shirt. Come that game at Anfield. Villa pushing up here. Adrian having to go long to Antonio. On by Whelan, but again no one there in a claret and blue shirt for Villa. And Arnautovic. Trying to orchestrate things from that deep position before moving forwards. Antonio. Felipe Anderson. Once again, the Brazilian. Wilshere. Arnautovic popped it past his man and went down. The Villa player is not happy with that decision from the referee, but he blew quickly there, Darren Bond. Now West Ham with an opportunity to double their lead as we approach the midpoint in this first half. Felipe Anderson standing over it alongside Marko Arnautovic. I think it might be the latter who takes this one. 3 goals in his last 2 games. And Steer has shown him a lot of the goal there. 2 West Ham players in the wall. It's going to be Marko Arnautovic here. And he hits one of the Villa bodies. It's a good opportunity there for Pellegrini's side. Bree. Horahan. Certainly the hardest opposition that Aston Villa have played so far in West Ham United. Burton weren't too much of a test at the weekend, and neither were Walsall just over a week ago. This is what pre-season's all about. Just got lucky there. As the ball rebounded off Whelan's heels. Doyle Hayes. Now Grealish. Looking to create. Still Jack Grealish. Rice with an all-important foot in there. Here goes Antonio. Only Arnautovic ahead of him. Felipe Anderson. Masuaku. We are now halfway through this first half. Villa 0, West Ham 1. Mikel Antonio's goal in just the 10th minute, the difference between the two at the moment. There haven't been too many clear-cut chances other than the goal. And some decent passages of play from both sides so far. West Ham growing into this one. Whelan. That's a good ball there into Codger, who's got the wrong side of Ogbonna. Still Jonathan Codger, twisting, turning. Has he got that ball out? He'll find Bree, whose ball in isn't great at all. It will be a throw. Encouragement for both sides from the watching crowd here. Elphick. Bree. Felipe Anderson all over him, and he's won the ball back here for West Ham. That'll be a free kick as well. Bree frustrated with himself that he gave Felipe Anderson the opportunity to nick that one away. Arnautovic. Zavaleta galloping past him. Arnautovic again. Wilshere. Felipe Anderson. Masuaku takes a touch and he gets a corner. James Bree with a vital nick away there. Felipe Anderson with the corner. Well away there by Conor Horan. Villa complaining there was a high boot in there. Referee Darren Bond not interested. Ooh, and a touch there off Bree. Nearly caused problems, but steer off his line quickly. A few of the Villa players looking frustrated out there at the moment. They've certainly met their match in West Ham United tonight. Adoma on, but easy for West Ham again. Steve Bruce yelling at his back three there to take a step backwards and drop off so that Steer's got a ball to play instead of having to go long. Arnautovic. Masuaku. And the big ovation you can hear at the moment is to Robert Snodgrass, who's gone to warm up in front of the Villa fans. Meanwhile, Masuaku making inroads. Arnautovic 2-0. Villa cut open there. Great run down the left by Masuaku. And who else but Marko Arnautovic, who grabs another goal in pre-season. There is simply no stopping the Austrian at the moment. He is a man in fine goal-scoring form. And it's Aston Villa 0, West Ham United 2. So West Ham well on top here, and they've got 2 goals to show for it as well. Villa struggling to get bodies forward into key positions to break West Ham down. Here's Tommy Elphick. He's found himself back in Steve Bruce's thoughts at the start of this pre-season, having gone out on loan last year. Balbuena. Fouled there by Jack Grealish. A sporting handshake between the two. Fabian Balbuena, who has won plenty of titles in South America. This is first move away from the continent. And Altovic into Antonio, looking for Felipe Anderson. Just too much on that one. Hutton. Grealish, that's a good spin away there. But again, he's only got Codger ahead of him, really. Bree joining in now. Whelan. It's Grealish. Hutton. Adoma, loose first touch. Still has a chance, though. Whelan. Bree. "15 minutes to go until half-time. Ball towards Codger here, but Bonner getting the better of him. Jonathan Codger cutting a frustrated figure out there right now. Adrian looking for Masuaku, who did ever so well for that second goal scored by this man, Arnautovic. Horahan and Whelan with a tiny touch away. Doyle Hayes, now Hutton. Whelan. Grealish. Now James Bree. Better ball from Bree, but no one attacking it. Adoma around the back. Against Zabaleta. Adoma into Codger. Doesn't quite fall for Grealish. Back in now forcefully there from Jake Doyle Hayes. There's Adrian's ball. Bonner. Villa looking a bit more confident in possession now. Here's Doyle Hayes. Horahan. Adoma trying to bend his run there across the defence, but didn't get the ball. Bree. Grealish. Gonna keep moving it. Can't find a way through that defence of West Ham's at the moment. One man might, it's this man, Jack Grealish, who's fouled again. Shouts over to the referee there how many times he's getting annoyed at how many times he's getting clipped and fouled, but the referee reluctant to show any cards in pre-season. Doyle Hayes, a product of the Villa youth side. They've been so successful in the last couple of years. Adoma, Grealish, Codger might get there. Rice does first. Grealish finding a pocket of space again. Adrian taking no chances there as he looks to hit Arnautovic. Hutton. Nice ball. Adoma. Balbuena with a tidy clearance there. Bonner away. Horan. Codger was behind him, but Bree gets the ball. Whelan. Grealish taking up a position on the left wing this time. Arnautovic, Masuaku. Hutton with a good piece of control on the chest. Codger through the legs of Felipe Anderson. A tussle between the two, but ends amicably. Villa throw. Under 10 minutes to go in this first half now. Noble, Wilshere, Antonio. Zabaleta. Antonio trying to roll past Hutton there, and he's been fouled. Looks like Agbona's staying back for this one. It's been taken short in any case. Antonio losing his footing. Steer goes out and long, but no one's got a challenge for that ball, and Balbuena with an easy piece of control. Wilshere, tidy footwork. Arnautovic will find Noble. Given away to Adoma. Grealish now taken down. A shot in anger in the end. Arnautovic making his feelings clear to the referee. Noble the peacemaker in the end, I think. Bree. Doyle Hayes too far ahead of it. Masuaku. Felipe Anderson, lovely give and go with Masuaku, who We'll keep on going here. Arnautovic, his set was just a bit short there. Steer going long, but Grealish doesn't want to go up for the aerial duels, and Ogbonna wins that one with ease. Noble. Antonio. Losing out there to Hutton. Now Whelan. For that long ball. Codgett scampering after it. He'll do well to keep it in play, and ultimately he can't. Hammer's throw, which will be taken here by Pablo Zabaleta. There's plenty of experience in the team at the age of 33. West Ham fielding a very strong side here, but they do have players missing as well. Javier Hernandez not back yet after the World Cup. Missing people who are out with injury as well. Aaron Cresswell, Winston Reid and Andy Carroll with longer term injuries, and Manuel Lanzini not expected back until early 2019. Villa themselves without striker Scott Hogan, which has meant that Jonathan Codger has had to do a lot of the running up front so far this pre-season. Steve Bruce does have Harvey Nibbs again among the substitutes, but even Rashaan Hepburn-Murphy and Harry McCurdy have suffered problems in pre-season with ankle issues. So both sides depleted for one reason or another. Wilshere makes everything look so easy. Arnautovic. Short, sharp passing here from West Ham. Felipe Anderson. That's a nice ball. Antonio. Was he blocked off there? The referee, I don't think he's going to give a free kick here, but he's stopping play for the injury more than the challenge itself. And Arnautovic having to be pulled back here by James Chester. It was Tommy Elphick who went there with him. And Antonio, I think, took an arm to the face there. Whether intentional or not, we don't know. Hopefully he's okay. The West Ham physio is attending to him now. We are just around 4 minutes away from half-time. West Ham United with a comfortable lead at the moment. 2 up here, thanks to goals from Antonio on 10 minutes and Arnautovic on 28. This stoppage here gives both sets of players a chance to come across to the near side and get some fluids on board. Antonio back on his feet. He will have to go off here, though, before coming back on again. I think we're going to have a drop ball to restart play. So probably 2.5 minutes left of this first half, or maybe slightly more if the referee decides to add on a couple of minutes of added time. Whelan. James Chester. Looking long. Grealish will give chase. Horahan. Again looking for Codger, but it's Balbuena who gets his body in the way. And Codger going down here, which will be a big concern to Steve Bruce. And that is the last thing he needs. As I was saying, Rashaan Hepburn-Murphy, Harry McCurdy, Scott Hogan, all out with injury problems. And Jonathan Codger, who's got a pre-season behind him at last, hopefully is okay here. Not looking totally comfortable, though. So play restarted again. Hopefully Codger can run that one off. Adoma. To the final 45 seconds of the 45 now. Again, Conor Horahan wanted the early ball out there from James Bree, but turned his body back towards goal and went inside. Hutton. Chester. Grealish does well there. Can Bree provide the cross? Well, he'll try to, but it came off him last in the end, and it's a goal kick to West Ham. The clock strikes 45, and there won't be any added time, so the half-time whistle goes from the referee. West Ham United leading here by 2-0 at the break. Mikel Antonio with a good solo goal to get things started on 10 minutes. Marko Arnautovic providing the finishing touch after a good run by Masuaku down the left. Hasn't really worked for Aston Villa so far with their new formation. They haven't been able to find a way through against a resilient West Ham at the back. I'm sure there might be a few changes for the second half, which is to come. But here at half-time at the Banks' Stadium, it's Aston Villa 0, West Ham United 2. Welcome back here to the Bankses. Second half just about to get underway here between Aston Villa and West Ham United, the latter leading by 2-0 thanks to Mikel Antonio and Marko Arnautovic. There have been a couple of changes at the break for West Ham at least. Robert Snodgrass, the former Villa winger of last season, is on here to play on the right hand side. Looks like Felipe Anderson has departed the scene, as has the other man making his debut, Fabian Balbuena. Try to get some full confirmation of those changes in a short while. Also looks like we've got Sead Haksabanovic on for the second half, playing off the left-hand side. Pedro Obiang playing in midfield. Looks like Declan Rice has made way, so Mark Noble sitting deepest here at the moment. Well, Mikel Antonio has also gone off. The score of the first goal, actually, he scored the last time these two sides met in a competitive game. That was back in February 2016. He scored the first in a 2-0 win for West Ham United. Sheku Kouyaté getting the second goal that day. Jordan Ayew was sent off for Villa. Villa in possession. No changes for them at the break. Same 11 that started the game. Did have problems at times in the first half, trying to break West Ham down. See how Steve Bruce has changed things for the second half. Snodgrass. Zabaleta, the Argentine. Tidy touch around the corner there. Ball is out of play. It's West Ham United's ball. Snodgrass to take from the right. Well away there by Whelan. Grealish, three around him and bullied off the ball. Villa free kick. Issa Diop also on for the second half here for West Ham United. Diop coming in from Toulouse for a large sum. So 4 changes in all for Manuel Pellegrini's side. Ball was meant for Wiltshire there, but straight into Conor Horahan. Whelan. Doyle Hayes. Bree. Elphick. Hutton going long and over the top, but no one getting on the end of that one. So just to try and recap the teams in full. Villa with Steer in goal, then the three of Chester, Elphick and Hutton. Bree and Adoma, the two wing-backs. Whelan, Horahan and Doyle Hayes a midfield three, with Grealish slightly advanced, floating around Jonathan Codger, the main man up top. Well, that's how it was at the end of the first half, at least. Villa were pushed up high there, trying to stop West Ham playing out, but it's out now with Masuaku. And Arnautovic, lovely touch there, and West Ham have players charging forward. And Arnautovic Wilshere waiting, Wilshere getting it, Wilshere! Denied there by Jed Steer. Villa opened up there. Well, the sheer class of West Ham's attack. Lovely touch by Arnautovic in the build-up. And West Ham now with Adrian in goal. And then Zabaleta, Diop, Ogbonna and Masuaku across the back. Noble, Obiang and Wilshere in midfield. Haksabanovic off the left-hand side. Snodgrass playing down the right with Arnautovic playing through the middle. Villa throw. We've played 5 minutes in this second half, and that's the biggest foul throw I've ever seen, I think. He'll get another chance? No, he won't. Wilshere. Arnautovic. Obiang. Zabaleta. He was on punditry duty during the summer, providing analysis during the World Cup for the BBC. Wilshere. Snodgrass. Noble finds the ball out here to Ogbonna. West Ham playing some nice stuff here, stretching the pitch as well with Zabaleta. Snodgrass, as all Villa fans know, can provide at any given time on that wonderful left foot that he has. Here he is now. Cries of shoots. West Ham don't get the chance in the end. Grealish. They need to get the ball switch from one side to another quickly here if they can. There weren't too many bodies over on the right-hand side. Hutton. Haksabanovic. Masuaku. As we saw for the second goal, he's happy to carry the ball forward. He knows that the man who passed the ball there can finish. Marko Arnautovic. Wilshere. Ogbonna. Snodgrass. Provided so many assists in Villa's promotion assault last term. Wilshere. Doesn't quite carry. Doma helping out at the back. Grealish doing well there to win the ball back again. Now Doyle Hayes. Villa have a man over right side. Horan has Bree ahead of him. It's a good interception there by Masuaku in the end. Looking for Codger. Well away again by Ogbonna. Snodgrass. Wilshere. West Ham enjoying plenty of possession again in this second half. Leading 2-0. Snodgrass. Trying to cut a ball there around the side of Chester. Given away by Hutton. Arnautovic. Snodgrass. Zabaleta. Ogbonna. Masuaku. Noble. Diop wearing 24. Zabaleta trying to touch it round there for Snodgrass. It's a West Ham United ball. Grealish absolutely furious that that decision went against his side. Grealish close to that one. Diop. Lovely touch there by Snodgrass into Noble. Arnautovic, Wilshere. Forward now by Obiang. This is nice stuff from West Ham. Haksabanovic, the 19-year-old who was only on the bench 6 times last season. Didn't get too many opportunities for one reason or another. It's a West Ham corner. West Ham looking for number 3 here, which may well seal the victory. But they won't get it this time. A pause here, because we are going to have some Villa changes. El Mohammadi stripped and ready beneath us here. As well, by the looks of things, as Berke Bjarnason. Jake Doyle-Hayes coming off here to an energetic display in midfield. Albert Adoma staying on, but coming over to get some instructions. He's replaced by Jedinak, and Elphick coming off as well as El Mohammadi comes on, and Conor Horahan the third to make way. Chester also coming off. So a number of changes here for Villa. And also coming on here for Villa is Henry Lansbury into midfield. So James Bree has gone into the back 3 here on the right side. He's in possession now. El Mohammadi. Moves away with Egypt, Jedinak with Australia, and Bjarnason went to the World Cup with Iceland. Kodja pushed off the ball there. So just to recap the Villa 11 now. Steering goal, then a back 3 of Bree, Jedinak and Hutton. El Mohammadi playing right wing back, Adoma on the left, and Whelan, Lansbury and Bjarnason in the middle. Grealish up alongside Jonathan Codger for now. Whelan with the ball back. Steer just about gets there. Another change now. Richie Delat is going to come on for Villa. Coming off is going to be Albert Adoma. Lansbury. Codger chasing this one, and he gets there too. Two in the box. Bjarnason in there, Grealish in a deeper role. It's Adrian's ball. Snodgrass. Past Whelan. Delat couldn't get the ball off him either. Wilshere. He's playing more minutes here than he did at the weekend. West Ham slowly building him up to full match fitness. Ogbonna. A tight situation there, but West Ham managed to wriggle out of it with an Altovich. Disguise on that ball there, Masuaku. And Altovich leaves it for Noble. Switch out here to Zabaleta. Snodgrass. Lets that one come across his body. Nice ball forward. And Snodgrass going over there. Bit of pain in his leg, but I think he'll be okay. Grealish. It's a nice ball for Delat, but just too much on it in the end. Nice thought though, and the Villa fans here tonight appreciated that. Zabaleta. Wilshere. Noble trying to find the gap there to set Snodgrass free. Noble. Steve Bruce barking instructions beneath us here. Trying to organise his much changed side now. Villa are back in action at the weekend. Away at Dresden. We'll have a stream of that for you on the Villa website. West Ham away at Ipswich on Saturday. Expecting to be coverage of the two games in Austria as well, against Mainz and Angers. Just over an hour played here at the Banksies. West Ham still leading this one by 2-0. Hutton playing the ball out there under pressure from his fellow countryman Robert Snodgrass. Gives the ball away. Haksabanovic. Wilshere going on, and Altovich looking for Jack Wilshere. Steer off his line quickly. Away there into Codger, who can't make it stick. He and Whelan looking at each other, both with their arms in the air. But just behind Masuaku there. Jedinak. Delat. Dumped down to the deck there by Zabaleta. The referee wanting a word here. There's going to be another change for West Ham. Jack Wilshere coming off now. And Josh Cullen is going to come on in his place. There's a tidy appearance for Jack Wilshere. Some nice touches, and if he can stay fit, it'll be a key performance for West Ham this term, you'd imagine. They do start at Liverpool, as I said, on the 12th of August before their first home game at the London Stadium against Bournemouth, before then travelling to Arsenal at the end of the month before the international break. Grealish. Bjarnason. Here goes the Icelander. Kodja. Just got away from him there at the vital time. Hutton fouled. Robert Snodgrass seeing the funny side of that one. West Ham have it with Obiang giving away though to Whelan. Bjarnason. Grealish. Whelan. West Ham with all but Arnautovic back behind the ball. Grealish now trying to ride the challenges. Hutton. Whelan looking for that out ball, gets it now in the shape of Ahmed El Mohammadi. Long one forward by Diop. Easy for Hutton. Whelan. Grealish. Kodja ahead of him. Delat. Has been a good outlet in pre-season so far. Can't provide the cross that time. Pace of the game dropping off now in this second half. We've played half of it. The sun has set here in the West Midlands. The floodlights on. A very warm evening. Temperature still in the 20s. Ball forced there into the youngster Haksabanovic. Time from Halmstad. Kodja does well there. Goes over and slams the ground in frustration as he gets nothing out of the referee. Says his shirt was being pulled. Masuaku. Snodgrass. Noble. Ball out there by Cullen. Carelessly given away there by Pablo Zabaleta, unlike him. Ogbonna. Noble. West Ham in control of this game, no doubt about that. But there haven't been too many chances on goal in this second half so far for either side. And there won't be one here. Bonner trying to guide Diop through this game at the moment. The two speaking different language normally, but conversing in English here. Here's Diop. Zabaleta down the line here for the run of Cullen. Wins the throw out of Hutton. Arnautovic. Ogbonna. Hitting that ball on the diagonal, but Delat will head clear into Grealish, who misjudged that one. I wonder whether he might be replaced soon. Steve Bruce looks to protect his star men. Only a few players left on the pitch now that started the game initially for Aston Villa. Steer the goalkeeper, Hutton, Whelan, Bree, Grealish and Codger. Masuaku on the charge. Villa have it back now with Glenn Whelan. The Irishman looking up and looking for Codger. And he'll get there first. He's got to beat Ogbonna here. Jonathan Codger can't do so, but he'll have a second opportunity to create something. And finds El Mohammadi. Grealish. Can Villa find a way back into this one? El Mohammadi. Good ball. A chance. And a good save. The flag was up for offside, but Bjarnason wasn't to know. And Adrian did well to get down to his right-hand side there to make the stop. It's going to be another change now for Aston Villa. I think we're going to see Gary Gardner come on now. And Glenn Whelan is going to make way. Also, Andre Green and Harvey Nibbs coming on here for Codger and Grealish. Andre Green has looked lively in pre-season so far, and it looks like he's going to go and play up in the 2 here with Harvey Nibbs, with Gardner just behind. Bjarnason and Lansbury a bit deeper. Now here is Harvey Nibbs, just too far ahead of Gardner. Haksabanovic. Arnautovic. Intercepted. El Mohammadi. Villa looking a bit more bright in the last couple of minutes. Green. Lovely touch there by Delat. Gardner, Delat, Gardner. The Villa fans enjoying this. Away by Diop. And the ball over the top, just too far ahead of Arnautovic. Steer with a slice into the night sky. Noble. It's Ole time for the West Ham fans. Noble with a good ball there to Zabaleta. Diop. Noble. Another play, and eventually a Villa ball taken quickly by Delat. We've got less than 15 minutes to go now. A couple of fans heading down towards the exits, but still time. Not the biggest crowd here at the Banks tonight, but a good atmosphere nonetheless. El Mohammadi. I'm sure I'll be looking forward to a conversation with Nassef Suarez. You can see an interview with both he and Wes Edens on the Villa website now, and indeed the YouTube channel as well. Here's Andre Green taking aim. Won't quite carry for a corner. West Ham here could counter. The ball looking for Arnautovic. Hutton judged that ever so well. Bjarnason. El Mohammadi going early. Adrian's ball. And there's space opening up now. Snodgrass will drive into it. And Arnautovic. Jedinak. Bree into Lansbury now. Gary Gardner's made a run through the middle, but it's Bjarnason's ball. Wasted. Flick on there will be Jedinak's. The feeling he may well feature in this back three this season as opposed to a midfield role. It's a Villa corner. Well won there as well by Harvey Nibbs. Putting in a good shift up front, winning that one off Ogbonna. Can Villa do something from this set piece as we head towards the final 10 minutes? Jedinak, once and twice, to no avail. Villa fans making some noise, which is warmly applauded at the other end by the travelling West Ham fans. Jedinak into Gardner, who has space and time. Green, plenty of energy. Can he finish? No, he can't, but it's a good effort there by Andre Green. Took it in his stride and just couldn't keep it down in the end, the youngster. More changes afoot here. And we're going to see now Alan Hutton replaced by Neil Taylor. So Taylor will come on here in playing the back three. And a change here for West Ham as well, as Zavaleta is replaced at that by Ryan Fredericks, signing in the summer from Fulham. His contract at Craven Cottage coming to an end, and swapped the luxurious Wests for the East. Despite the fact Fulham got promoted in the playoff final against Aston Villa. Jedinak, Bjarnason, Fredericks, pulled back there by Gardner, fairly obviously, free kick. 9 minutes to go. Both the goals in this one coming in the first half from Mikel Antonio and Marko Arnautovic before the half-hour mark. Delat just about lets that one go for Taylor. Delat caught late. The referee doesn't give the free kick. Lansbury. Bree. Bjarnason. Nibs. Can't hold on to that one, and West Ham will break with Haksabanovic. Cullen. All goes quiet around the Bankses. West Ham on the ball here with Robert Snodgrass. Noble. Is this the Emirates, chant the West Ham fans? Snodgrass, Fredericks, who's getting a bit of flack here after his incident, which didn't go punished by the referee in the playoff final at Wembley. Plenty of Villa fans believing that he should have been sent off. Green. Smart to wriggle away from that situation. Gardner. On loan at Barnsley last season, back in the Villa fold this. Here's Jed Steer. Who looks set for a big season, with Sam Johnston having departed and since signed for West Brom. Chance here for West Ham, and in on goal it's Snodgrass! 3-0. And Robert Snodgrass coming back to haunt here, Aston Villa. A fan's favourite last season with the Holt and all of those around Villa Park, but he's back in West Ham colours here tonight, and he scores the third goal to settle this tie. Aston Villa 0, West Ham United 3. Seven goals to go with his 14 assists last season, Robert Snodgrass. And made it look ever so simple there as he rounded Jed Steer for number 3. Here's Neil Taylor. Bjarnason. El Mohammadi is hugging the right touchline. Free will find him. Lansbury looking over the top, and Gary Garner cushions it down here. Harvey Nibbs. It'll come through to Green. Great finish. Andre Green there with the goal of the night, no doubt about that. That flew past Adrian. And the hundreds of Villa fans who left a minute or so ago will have wished they stayed for that one. 3-1. Andre Green trying to stake a claim again in the first team this season. And goals like that will do him no harm at all. Changes here for West Ham. And Altovic coming off after a very tidy performance at the top end for West Ham United. Tony Martinez is going to come on for him. And Sam Byram is also going to come on here, and he will replace Masuaku. So just Adrian, Ogbonna and Noble, by my reckoning, still on for West Ham, of the players that started. And they lead by 3-1. Cullen looking for the run forward there of Haksabanovic. Three minutes left. Diop going back to Adrian, who I'm sure will be very annoyed that he hasn't kept his clean sheet here tonight. Delat. Green can't return the favour. Martinez chasing. Taylor taking a chance. Just about gets away with that one. Jedinak. Snodgrass, scorer of West Ham's third. Into that going over there and a free kick, which didn't take too much winning. Minor again, Villa in action on Saturday away at Dresden. I'll bring you all the action of that on Villa's YouTube channel, while West Ham are on the road at Ipswich Town. Same day, 2 hours later, 3 o'clock kickoff. And there's 2 games in Austria on Tuesday and Friday of next week for Manuel Pellegrini's side. Snodgrass. Taylor. Off Martinez. Just over a minute to go. Jedinak, oh, what a dangerous ball seized upon there by Haksabanovic. Can he make it 4? They'll try and set one up, but it's out for a corner. Villa causing their own problems there as Jedinak gave that one away. Short for Noble. Last chance now. imagine we'll have any added time. Haksabanovic just couldn't find the ball at the end of the move there. The referee checks his watch. And as the clock strikes 90, there is the full-time whistle. A pretty comfortable victory for West Ham United in the end against the Villa side, who found their toughest test of pre-season to date. Two of the Hammers' goals in the first half, a well-taken goal for Michail Antonio, added to by a tidy Arnautovic's second. It was 3-0, 6 minutes from time, when former Villa winger Robert Snodgrass rounded Jed Steer to make it 3-0 and make the victory safe. But then perhaps the goal of the game from Andre Green just a couple of minutes later as he rifled one into the top corner past Adrian at the other end. A worthwhile exercise for both teams for different reasons. As I said, Villa go on Saturday to an away game in Germany at Dresden. West Ham United take on Ipswich in Suffolk. But here tonight at the Bankses, it has finished Aston Villa 1, West Ham United 3. Thanks very much for your company, and we'll see you soon.